I am Angela Riley, and I am so excited that you are here with me today to meet Petra Arnold-Wingo, candidate for Ward 4 City Council in the city of Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hello!
Woo-woo! Hello!
Woo-woo.
Good
Hello.
to see you.
Good to see you too. Good to be seen. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. Thank you. Thank you.
Good. Well, I want to just jump right in.
Okay. Let's do this. Okay.
Tell us about your relationship with Hattiesburg and your history. What's the connection between you and Hattiesburg?
I grew up here.
Okay.
I grew up here in Hattiesburg. I attended Hattiesburg High. I graduated in '81. I graduated from Southern Miss in '86.
Okay.
So this is home for me.
Mm-hmm.
This is home for me. My family is still here. I was one of those that once I graduated, I had it in my head that I had to, go, branch out into the big world and the big city. So I did leave for a while. But then, home called me back. So then I came back home.
Okay. So now you're back.
Yes, I am.
I want you to tell me a little bit, or tell us a little bit about why you decided to run for city council, and why now?
Why I decided to run and why now? Why now? The opportunity has presented itself now.
Okay.
Why did I decide to run? I'm going to go back just a little bit to the Hattiesburg when I left and came back.
Okay.
I left, like I said, I came back home. And when I got back, I was amazed at the growth in Hattiesburg, specifically West Hattiesburg. Mm-hmm. It's a beautiful thing. I think it's definitely what the city needed. Okay. I'm sure that growth has impacted the economy positively. What was disturbing to me was, in my opinion, the lack of growth and maybe even the lack of investment in east of 49, that part of Hattiesburg, which encompasses Ward 4. So to me, that was a little disturbing to see all of this wonderful growth west, but what appears to be a neglect to the heart, the initial heart of Hattiesburg. So that kind of disturbed me, and like I said, that prompted me to start, just seeing what was going on, seeing what needed to be done, because I live here, and I have ideas, but everybody that lives here has ideas. So it was just an opportunity to, I guess, take a look and reach out to some of the residents that live in the neighborhoods to see, well, what's going on, and what do you want to see change, and how do you feel about that, and what do you want to see in Hattiesburg? So and after those conversations, and my desire to serve, my background is customer service. The majority of my career has been spent in customer service. I don't know what to do other than serve and provide service. So, to me, it was an easy marriage. This opportunity came along, and then my desire to continue to serve, whether it's in the corporate arena or, in the community. I've got to satisfy that desire. And I think that this would be a perfect fit for me and for the city.
Okay. So in the context of your service to Hattiesburg and what you've observed and what you've heard, I want to know more about what your vision is for the city and what your vision is for the ward, and maybe even what some of your top priorities are as city councilwoman.
Top priorities, the overlapping city and ward. Some of them will. The first thing is the communication piece. I have this thing about community. My background, my corporate background is telecommunications, so I have this thing about communications. I have issues with the current city's website. So one of the things that I would like to address is considering revamping the entire website. In my opinion, right now, it's not very user-friendly. The information that is available is not current, it's not up to date. So I think some attention needs to be put on the city's website. That is an opportunity to talk to residents that I think the city is currently missing out on. They're not taking advantage of that. One of the other things that I'd like to address, I've talked to several residents in Ward 4 just walking around, and several residents have expressed a desire for sidewalks, specifically, near Hattiesburg High in that neighborhood, because they have students, that live in that area, and they have to walk back and forth, and they're in the street. It's a safety issue for the pedestrian. It's an issue for the driver of the vehicles. So I think we need to look at how we can develop those areas and build and include sidewalks so that those neighborhoods are walkable. In addition to that, the streets, talking to some of the residents over there. Some attention needs to be paid to the infrastructure in a nutshell. The infrastructure needs to be addressed. We need to look at what we have right now, where we can improve it, and what do the residents want. You know, we need to find out what they want and how, what kind of deal, what do we need to do to make it a reality. So the communication piece, the infrastructure piece, the wastewater issue. I know that's a big thing right now in our city, and by the time this election occurs, that will be addressed. But I think that, you know, that's been an issue that's been a long time coming as far as having a solution, and it's a solution that needs to be made. I'm sorry.
Yes. Okay. I want you to tell me, you talked a little bit about your skills and experiences in terms of a corporate background in communications and public service, and, you know, but what I think that I know, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that you haven't been a public servant before. You haven't been elected to office.
No, I haven't.
And so I'm wondering, you know, why do you feel that you're qualified to serve in this way?
Perfect storm. I retired. Like I stated, all I know is customer service. I have this desire to serve, and I'm retired, so I have a lot of time on my hands. So now I find myself really taking the time to look at my environment and seeing what's around me, and having conversations with residents and seeing what's around them and what they see. So I have the time, I have the abilities, and I have ideas, the many of which have come straight from conversations that I've had with people that live here. So I think, you know, even though I haven't served before, I think that may be a good thing. I mean, I'm thinking, you know, I'm not a politician, so I'm thinking it may be a good thing. I have ideas, new ideas, fresh ideas, and I think this is a chance, an opportunity for the city to take advantage of me, if you will, as to what I can offer, you know, as well as what, you know, I can offer the city.
It's election season, and, you know, I'll say it again, everybody go out and vote June 4th.